Afternoon and welcome to Knoebels Amusement Resort on this beautiful, fine Memorial Day of 2012. To begin our program, I think it's only fitting that we have a moment of silence for those departed veterans who have fought so vainly to preserve the American ideals of freedom and independence. Let us pray silently. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
For more than 2 centuries, Americans have been called to defend the founding ideals of our democracy. On Memorial Day, a grateful nation remembers the proud patriots who made the ultimate sacrifice in defense of liberty's blessings. From the opening battles of the American Revolution, to the turmoil of the Civil War, to World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, to the Persian Gulf, and today's operations in the war on terror in Afghanistan, Iraq, and around the world, the members of our military have built a tradition of honorable and faithful service. As we observe Memorial Day, we remember the more than 1 million Americans who have died to preserve our freedom, the more than 140,000 citizens who were prisoners of war, and all those who were declared missing in action. We also honor our veterans for their dedication to America and their sacrifice. Today, all who wear the uniform of the United States are serving at a crucial hour in history, and each has answered a great call to serve our nation on the front lines of freedom. As we continue to fight terrorism and promote peace and freedom, let us pray for the safety and strength of our troops, for God's blessing on them and their families, and for those who have lost loved ones. On this Memorial Day, we honor all our fallen soldiers, their commitment to our country, their legacy of patriotism and sacrifice. By giving their lives in the cause of freedom, these heroes have protected, inspired us all Americans. We thank you, veterans.
Good afternoon. Today is Memorial Day, a time for all of us to reconnect with our history and core values by honoring those who have given their lives to fight for the freedoms and ideals we cherish. This tradition, once called Decoration Day, was formally begun in 1866 as a way of recognizing all the soldiers who had passed in the Civil War. Both Union and Confederate soldiers were honored as a gesture of healing and reconciliation by a country that was torn apart by that tragic conflict. Unfortunately, over the years, this tradition has diminished into nothing more than a 3-day holiday for many, marking the beginning of summer. Some hang a flag, some wear red, white, and blue, or some have a family gathering. But the spirit of remembrance is absent. The Act of Congress in 1972 that made Memorial Day always fall on the last Monday of the month of May has added to this lack of remembrance and observance. Gone is the traditional 30th of May that I remember as a child. It just seems to extend this weekend. Instead, I applaud all of you who are stopped here that have taken this time to pause and remember the more than 1 million American service members who have died in wars and conflicts since the colonial soldiers in 1975 took up arms to preserve our freedom and independence. We honor those who rest in graveyards and those who rest in the bottom of the sea. Mothers, fathers, wives, husbands, sons, and daughters who have had their lives interrupted. So at least for this time, let us remember freedom isn't free.
Today is Memorial Day. Today we pause to honor our veterans. Today we say thank you to all of the servicemen and women who have taken up the cause of freedom and protect life as we know it here in America. Because of them, my grandson is able to stand here and play his trumpet. Because of them, you and your family are able to live your life the way you choose. Because of them, we're able to recite the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Because of them, we all sleep at night knowing we are protected by the greatest armed forces in the world. Because of them, we live in the land of the free and the home of the brave. Of course, these words are from the final line of the Star-Spangled Banner. This is the year 2012. It is the 200th anniversary of the War of 1812, one of many that was fought to assure our freedom. Even though it was not written until 1814, the Star-Spangled Banner, our national anthem, was a product of the War of 1812. It is a song of freedom. Our anthem is performed and sung at parades and ceremonies and probably most often at sporting events. And perhaps you join in and sing, "Oh, say does the Star-Spangled Banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave." But did you know that's not the end of the song? It's only the end of the first verse. The Star-Spangled Banner actually has 4 verses. I will not attempt to sing them for you here today, but I will recite for you the 4th verse. Oh, thus be it ever when free men shall stand between their loved homes and the war's desolation. Blessed with victory and peace, may the heaven-rescued land praise the power that hath made and preserved a nation. Then conquer we must, when our cause it is just, and this be our motto, in God is our trust. And the Star-Spangled Banner in triumph shall wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Now, before I yield the stage, I will point out one other iconic result of the War of 1812. Maybe you know, but if you don't, you're going to learn today. And that would be that tall, bearded, red, white, and blue clad fellow who wears a hat like this. We call him Uncle Sam. So happy 200th anniversary, or excuse me, happy 200th birthday to Uncle Sam. Thank you. And now I have the honor and privilege to present Ethan Knoebels, 11 years old, playing on his trumpet taps. With the microphone on your head. There.